Yeah.
When you think about sex therapy and kink, are there any myths that you want to bust for our listeners?
Yes. Well, the first we already talked about is that it's uncommon because it's not, this tiny percentage of the population. I would suggest that if you think about your friend group or your social circle, there is at least one person there who either has fantasized about kink, watches kinky porn, reads kinky erotica, or is engaging in kink. And so it's way more common than I think a lot of people realize. The other myth is that interest in kink has to originate and stem from some type of early traumatic experience or abuse or some kind of fracture early on, which is not the case. For some people, they do have a history of trauma, or they do have a history of difficult things happening in their lives, but it's not like a requirement. It's not like the birthplace of kink is, trauma. And then the other thing that I think is really important to dispel is that this myth that kink is inherently dangerous to women. I think oftentimes, especially in media, we're seeing especially dominance and submission portrayed in this way that it's usually a male dominant and a female submissive. And I think a narrative is forming around the idea that kink is a way to abuse or subjugate or control women, which absolutely is not kink, because kink is, the backbone of it is enthusiastic consent and mutually agreed upon activities. And so it just does not fit with the idea of controlling or subjugating women.
Appreciate that.